Bruno Borges was a 24-year-old Brazilian student. He was studying psychology at the Uninorte University in Rio Branco, Brazil. His parents described him as kind-hearted, clever, a born leader, and a person who would help people excluded from society. He was an avid reader and was said to have read over 1,000 books when he was younger. Bruno was also obsessed with extraterrestrial life. In 2013, he began working on a secret project that he believed would change mankind for the better. Bruno asked his family for money to fund his project. When they asked what the project was about, he gave very few details, telling them that he was writing 14 books to improve the world. His cousin was the only family member that gave Bruno money. He was able to read some of the writings and believed in what his cousin was working on. Before beginning these 14 books, Bruno had written 5 books that he was unable to patent. Bruno and his family went to lunch in the city of Rio Branco on March 27, 2017, after his parents had returned from a month-long vacation. When they were finished eating, Bruno went off by himself, and his family believed they would see him later that day at their home. At lunch, everything seemed normal, although his sister later said that when their parents were on their vacation, Bruno had isolated himself in his bedroom and always kept it locked. When his parents got home that day, his father went into Bruno's room to check if his son was there. When he opened the door, he was met with the project that his son had been working on while he was away. The room was covered in writings, and all of his furniture had been removed. The only things in the room were his 14 books, some paintings, some other books, and a statue. His father then reported him missing. His disappearance would later gain worldwide attention when a video of the bizarre state of his room was leaked online.
Foi 20 mil reais a estátua.
Pode ter sido essa caminhonete?
E a senhora viu ele?
Eu vi a caminhonete de carroceria quando eu saio na minha área, que eu moro aqui.
A senhora chegou a ver ele, não?
Não vi nada, que nem né, eu ia lá atrás pegar a roupa, estava no tempo de chuva. Aí eu olhei pra cá, assim, né? Eu olhei pra cá pra frente. Aí tava a caminhonete aí parada aí na frente. De madeira, assim, tipo vermelha com branco a caminhonete. A carroceria de madeira. Nova. Eu digo que é de frente, essa caminhonete é de frente. Eu acho que é. Sempre à tarde, eu varria ali na frente, mas eu não vim varrer, aí eu sempre ficava conversando com ele, e falava, oi tia, boa tarde, tal. Mas ontem não deu
certo. Essa caminhonete estava aqui.
Ontem à tarde, às 4 horas da tarde.
Mas a porta estava aberta?
Não, que eu só vi, se tu vê, eu moro na minha área aqui, só dá pra ver de lá, a ponta da caminhonete. Eu vi da minha área só. Eu moro aqui, não, do lado aqui do lado. Essa casa tem área grande. Eu moro aqui ao lado. Ai, sim.
Eu não vi. Eu vou ficar aqui com ele.
Mas estava com eles?
Não, era só aqui. Aqui, ó.
Estava aqui com ele.
Estava aqui com ele nos dias. Olha ele.
Você é irmão dele?
Não, só tô amigo de que mora aqui do lado. Qualquer coisa, fui na casa dele, entrei no quarto, mas eles só deixaram entrar com as luzes apagadas.
Quando tu perguntou se você
É.
uma coisa, né?
Não tinha nada de tão diferente, tinha uma coisa que eu achei estranha, foram os livros dele.
Bruno's work was kept a secret from most people. He had started in 2013 and began working more intensely on it within the year of his disappearance. The 14 books were written in code, and a friend of Bruno's, Teles Vasconcelos, said that he had helped transcribe some of the writings into the cipher. During his transcription of the manuscripts, he was able to read a bit of what Bruno was writing about. Teles said that the text that he was able to read had to do with the meaning of life and astral projection. He said that Bruno had told him that he had been assigned to write the books by some form of higher beings, and also that he could astral project himself at will. Bruno's 14 books were written in a monoalphabetic code, and had large Roman numerals written on the cover of each book. Most of the code has been deciphered, and the clear text is in Portuguese. One of the deciphered texts reads, "It is easy to accept what you have been taught since childhood and what is wrong. It is difficult, as an adult, to understand that you were wrongly taught what you were suspected correct since you were a child. In other words, if you fit into the system, your behavior will be determined, making you at the mercy of beliefs already provided and well established in dogmas and rituals with the masses." In the month that his parents were gone, Bruno transformed his room into a temple. He removed all of his furniture and began writing on the walls, floor, and ceiling. The mostly blue text consists of Bible passages, references to aliens, occult mysteries, demonology, Hermeticism, writings from Leonardo da Vinci, and Giordano Bruno. Along with the text there are symbols, like pentagrams and other symbols that have to do with alchemy. There was a bookshelf full of books left in the room, as well as a self-portrait of Bruno and an alien. In the middle of the room there is a statue that Bruno had commissioned. The artist Jorge Rivas Plata moved the half-finished statue into the room before filling it with foam cement, wood, and gravel. This was done to make it extremely difficult to remove the statue from the room. The statue was of Giordano Bruno. Giordano Bruno was ahead of his time, to say the least. Giordano was a 16th century Italian Dominican friar, philosopher, mathematician, poet, and cosmological theorist. He was extremely controversial because he was most known for his theories on space, the infinity of the universe, and he was a believer of the Copernican system of astronomy. He was one of the first to propose the idea of life on other planets. He believed that the stars were distant suns that had their own planets that harbored life. He had a unique collection of knowledge, including Egyptian magic and esoteric wisdom gained from Hermeticism. Besides his theories on space, he wrote about memory by Arab astrology, legends about the Egyptian god Thoth, and Neoplatonism Renaissance. In short, because of his writings and interests, the church was not a fan of his. Giordano Bruno was tried by the Roman Inquisition for heresy. He was found guilty and burned at the stake. Bruno Borges believed that he was finishing Giordano's work, and was influenced by him greatly. People on social media have pointed out the physical resemblance between Giordano Bruno and Bruno Borges, and even the artist who made the statue believed that Bruno was the reincarnation of Giordano. Before we go into all the theories, it is important to note that Bruno had no history of psychological problems or of running away. He left the lunch with his family without carrying any money, and his cell phone has been unavailable since he went missing. It is completely unclear where Bruno Borges went or what happened to him, but these are the theories that have arisen. The first and the bulk of the theories come from the unknown. It is believed that because of his writings, theories, and alleged ability to astral project, that Bruno was taken, not by a human, but by extraterrestrials. Often when people write extensively about alien beings or technology, they become involved in some way or another with contact. Why they would take him is unknown. Could it be to teach him more, or to prevent him from revealing too much? A similar but different theory is that Bruno is in another dimension, possibly existing only in an astral realm. This is based off of Bruno's claim that he was told to write the books by a higher being, an ability to astral project whenever he wanted to. Some people have stated that it could be related to Cicada 3301, or that it could be a deciphering game similar to it, with the prize being finding out where Bruno went. There was news camera footage of the Cicada 3301 symbol in his bedroom. It has also been proposed that Bruno has left to go into a full hermetic lifestyle, to gain more knowledge, as Giordano Bruno had. This theory states that his month-long isolation in his room was in preparation to live a full hermetic lifestyle. The police believe that Bruno went missing as part of a marketing stunt for the 14 books that he had left. Police say that on the day he went missing, Bruno went to the notary office and registered a contract that guaranteed book sale percentages for 3 other people, 2 friends, Marcelo Fiera and Marcio Gaiote, and Bruno's cousin, Eduardo Borges. The police found the contract during a search of Marcelo's home. Because of this, Marcelo was arrested and interrogated. The reason behind his arrest was because he did not tell officers about the contracts in previous testimonies. He was later released. Bruno's missing furniture was found in Gayote's home, and police believe that Fiera also helped in moving the furniture. Bruno's sister said on Facebook that the family knew about the contract, and believes that the police are trying to disparage her brother's name. It should also be said that it shouldn't be surprising that he had help moving his furniture from his room, and that his cousin would get a percentage of the money from book sales that he had funded. So far, police have found no real evidence as to where Bruno Borges is or what happened to him. He is still missing, and despite theories, we have no real answers. No matter what you think happened to Bruno Borges, I ask for respect in the comments. I'm sorry if I mispronounced any names. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you want more weird content, check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel. I release videos every Thursday. If you already are subscribed, thank you for your support. If you want to follow me on social media, the links are in the description. Sleep tight, friends.